Hi guys, welcome to the Recovery Channel. My name is Toski. So I'm back at you all again with another video. But before I say what I want to say, let me just quickly send a condolence message to the families and the people of Plateau State that lost their loved ones on Palm Sunday. It's just a very unfortunate situation that we find ourselves in our country, and things like this keep happening, and it has become a new normal in our country. It's not supposed to be. That is why the Bible says, when the righteous rule, the people rejoice. When the righteous rule, the people rejoice. So I'm not the one that will tell you who to vote in next election. You know what you're supposed to do. You know the right person to vote. Vote your conscience. Because truly, when the righteous rule, the people rejoice. That is just the truth. So let me get into what I wanted to say today. I saw one post on X. Someone posted a particular tweet on X about a particular woman that divorced her husband. I think less than a year into their marriage, or a couple of, I think a year or two, they got divorced because of gambling related issue. And this is what I keep on saying to you guys every time, that gambling addiction does not just take away your money, it takes away what you value the most, things like your relationship. It takes away people from you, people that means so much in your life, more than just money. So as a gambling addict, you tend to lose more than just money. Had it been it's only money that you lose, it would have even been better, because money you can always get it back. But when you lose good people in your life, when you lose your family, when you even lose your life, then you can't get those things back. So the storyline was that this lady got married to this guy, and before she got married to this guy, she noticed that this guy is always gambling, but she did not see it as a concern. She did not see it as a concern, and they got married. And then that was when she noticed that this guy is always gambling so heavily. She's always gambling so heavily, and then even the marriage, according to what she said, even the marriage that was done, uh, she she put out 80% of the money. She gave out 80% of the money that was used for the marriage. So that is what happened to a guy that is a gambling addict. Now, woman go pay your bride price. Now, woman go pay your bride price. I dey tell you, this one no be meme o, na real life situation. So the lady said she paid 80% of what was required for the marriage to take place. You know, all the expenditures and everything. She did that out of love, I understand. But little did she know that this guy is having a gambling problem. And you know, when as a young person, you are getting married, a single lady looking for a husband, a single man looking for a husband, everybody has their specification. Me, before I got married to my wife, I had my own specification, you know. And I saw my wife, she met up with my specification. And I'm also sure that I also met up with my wife's specification. That was why we were able to be compatible with each other. We eventually got married. So everybody has their specification. But there's one thing that I wanted to add to your list. When you are looking for a wife, if you are watching this video, you are not married yet, you are looking for a wife or you are looking for a husband. Because this now gambling stuff is not about gender. Not only men they gamble. Women are now gambling so heavily. That's why I'm saying it at both sides, both gender. You are looking for a life partner, please. One of those things that you should put on your checklist is to find out if your partner to be has a gambling problem. Because if you fail to identify these things and put an end to it very quickly, you will suffer. And you will suffer. That is just the truth. At the end of the day, if God is not by your side, and if God does not help you to help your partner to break free from the addiction, you will end up having a very stressful marriage. At the end of the day, you may even get divorced. So in this video, I'm going to tell you three things to watch out to identify if your partner is actually having a gambling problem or not, because it's not very easy to identify these things. That girl saw the partner, the guy, before they got married. She said that she noticed that he's always gambling, but she didn't see it as a problem, and that was the beginning of everything, you know. That was the beginning of everything. She did not see it as a problem. She did not put that as a red flag. She did not try to stop him from gambling. She did not try to talk him out of gambling. She did not refer him to gamble away or gamble pause to, go for a therapy session. She did not do all of this. She did not do all of this, and then at the end of the day, see, it ends up in a broken marriage. So now, three things to always watch out for. As a young person, you are planning to get married, a man or a woman watching this video, you have to always watch out for these three things. These three things will make you identify if your husband to be, or your wife to be, or your boyfriend, your girlfriend has a gambling problem and you don't even know. So the first thing I have here on my list is secrecy. They say gambling thrives in secrecy. So you notice that your partner is always hiding his phone or her phone from you. Why I'm saying his phone or her phone is that most women now are also gambling. Most women are having gambling problem. So it's not a gender thing. It's not only like, okay, it's only a man that is having a gambling problem, that is always having a gambling problem. Women also are having gambling problem. So many of them. I know one that almost commits suicide. So women also have gambling problems. So once you notice that your partner is always hiding his or her phone from you, please, you need to find out why is this person hiding his phone from me or her phone from me. You need to find out, and it may not really be that the person is cheating. You may think that, oh, this person is cheating on me, that's why he's hiding her phone from me or his phone from me. You need to really find out and dig in a little bit. And if you notice that it is because of his gambling activities, then you need to talk him out. You need to, contact Gamblingaway, tell Gamblingaway that, oh, my partner is having a gambling problem. Talk him to seek help from a therapist. And you have an important role to play, to always try to talk him out, make him see reason, or make her see reason why, to know that gambling is not a profitable adventure. Another thing is that your partner will always try to hide anything that has to do with money transaction, how much is coming into her account or his account and how much is going out. She will always want to hide these things from you because maybe he's afraid or she is afraid that if you find out that he's wasting too much money because of gambling, that maybe you may not be happy with him or her. That was what happened to me when I was still battling with my gambling addiction. I was always trying to hide my money affairs from my partner. I was always trying to hide my money affairs from my partner, but only for me to open up to her at once and just tell her everything. And that was when my freedom started. So some people may not be able to do that. Some people may choose to be secretive, and gambling thrives in secrecy. So once you notice your partner is doing all this, you need to, really dig in and find out. Because had it been that lady was able to find out why her partner is, always gambling, had it been she tried to dig in a little bit to know if he has a gambling problem, I believe that she would have been able to sort the issue out, and maybe the divorce wouldn't have happened. But it is what it is. It has happened, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. So always watch out for your partner if he or she is always hiding his phone from you, and if he or she is always trying to, make sure you do not know how much is coming into his account or how much is going out, then that is a major red flag. You need to really find out why he or she is doing that. And most likely it may be because of gambling addiction. And if it is because of gambling addiction, like I always say, try to talk him or her out of that, and possibly contact Gamblingaway or Gamble Pause on their web link. I'll put the web link of Gamblingaway and Gamble Pause on this video, on the description of this video. So before I move on to the next one, if you have not subscribed to my channel, if you have not subscribed to the Recovery channel, I want you to press the subscribe button, subscribe to the Recovery channel. Also like this video, share this video so that people that would like to watch videos like this can also watch and learn. So the second red flag for you to know that your partner is having a gambling problem is when he or she is having an unexplained financial pressure. Unexplained financial pressure. Why I'm using the word unexplained financial pressure is that you know that this person is with 100,000 naira. You have already planned with him or her what you are supposed to use 100,000 naira to do. For instance, you were supposed to buy this and that. You were supposed to pay this bill and pay that bill. But all of a sudden, the person wakes up one morning and tells you the money is not there again. Where did the money go to? He does not want to tell you. So once your partner is always having an unexplained financial pressure, he has 500,000 naira in his account. You have planned already what you are to do with that money. You pay school fees for the children. You do that. You pay NEPA bill. You do this and all of that. You buy food. But he will just wake up one morning and tell you that it's only 200,000 naira that is remaining. Where did the 300,000 naira went to? So that is a major red flag. Those are the things that you will be able to, identify. You should be able to identify and know that, yes, my partner has a gambling problem. My partner has a gambling problem. Once he's always having an unexplained financial pressure, because money does not just fly away. Unless somebody hack your account and withdraw money, money does not fly away. The money will always remain there for as long as possible. So once your partner is always having an unexplained financial pressure, you need to understand that this person most likely is having a gambling problem. You need to dig in and ask him questions, ask her questions, and then try to find out if this is related to it may be because of a lot of reasons out of gambling, but most likely there's every chances that it is because of gambling addiction, because those are the end product of gambling addiction. Those are the things that happens to a gambling addict. Today he has money, he has 100,000 naira, 1 million naira in his account. Tomorrow he has used more than half of that money to gamble. So the number three thing to identify if your partner has a gambling problem is that you will always have these emotional highs and lows. They call it mood swing. Your partner will always be having mood swing that does not match up with the current reality. You may just be laughing with your partner, you are joking with him or her, you are, just having a good time. Before you know it, the person will just change all of a sudden. Unex- Unexplicably, he will just change or she will just change. The person's mood will change. And you even ask the person, why is your mood like this? You will ask him or her, why is your mood like this? And he may not even be able to explain. So once you see that unnecessary or unusual mood swing, you need to know that this may be associated or linked with a gambling problem. Because why gamblers have mood swing is that, they have put in X amount of money to gamble and then they have lost that money. They had high hopes to win and, make you proud. You that is watching this video, they had high hopes of winning that money and make you proud. But at the end of the day, they lose this money, which is a very short thing for a gambler. In the long run, you always lose all your money. So once you lose, the person lose this amount of money, there's every tendency that the person will become sad and depressed. And then all of a sudden, the person's mood will change. So once you notice this unnecessary or unusual, unexplained mood swing, you need to understand that your partner is battling with a gambling problem and he or she needs help. And what you need to do at that moment is for you to try to calm him down, talk to him, and most importantly, seek help. Contact Gamble Away, contact Gamble Pulse. I'm going to put their web link in the description of this video. You can also reach them out on their X account. So those are the three things. Those are the three major things. When somebody is getting married and they are, ticking on that checklist, that specification of, the kind of person they would like to get married to, they tend to ignore so many things. Things like gambling addiction. And at the end of the day, they will go into that marriage and then they will not enjoy it. And they will quickly want to run out. So those little things, that you may not even have on your list, you have to start including them, because at the end of the day, it's a happy marriage that you are looking for. It's not just a tall, handsome, rich man that you are looking for. You're also looking for peace. You are looking for stability in your marriage. So you cannot achieve that if your partner is battling with gambling addiction. So that is all I have to say on this video. That is all I have to say. And make sure you subscribe to my channel, press that subscribe button, subscribe to the recovery channel, like this video, share this video so that others will also watch and learn. My name is Toski and this is the recovery channel. See you in my next video. Bye.